Hey, look at that. I got to thinking that maybe I made it so it did still pull out. Especially since there was a bolt there. That's a washer to space it so it doesn't pinch. But when we got it, this was already on there. So, anyway, they're out. These should be the same height, so should be able to slip both of them back in. I did not move that one at all. Just got to put this one back in. But I'm gonna clean that up first. Looks pretty damn good for as long as it's been in there. Of course, it helps that they're not wet batteries. Otherwise, it'd probably look like it did before. You see, this was where the original channel was, and everything that's there is what I made and put in. So, I just couldn't remember that's what I did. Anyway, Ty just left to go to the neighbors and run the tedder rake over that. Of course, she can't understand why I didn't cut across the ditches and why I don't want her to cross the ditches while she's doing that. Oh, Becky's pulling some of that Italian ryegrass. She thought about going to spraying, but then she got all this other stuff she was going to do, and I have no idea what she's going to do. But I'm going to get some batteries in the tractor, maybe. Probably take that thing back out the driveway. At least do one little patch. Weather looks good for the next 7 days anyway. It's supposed to be into the mid-90s, so it'll be higher than that. And the cooler days are mid-80s, so. What you doing, honey?
To make my back feel great.
Yeah.
Today.
She's got a bike out, so I'm assuming she's, rather than taking her bike with the sprayer that's on it to do fence rows, I'm assuming she's going to take the backpack sprayer.
Where I need to spray, I can't get in with the sprayer.
Yeah, but you still need to spray stuff here in the yard that you can't get in with it.
I'm going to go right there, down the thing, behind the...
Well, that you can get with the bike. It's around the shop and back there and everywhere else. Anyway, this is how my morning has been. And Becky's been the more pleasant of the two. Yay me! They are in. Those two clamp bolts are nice and clean and move freely. These two are rusted up, especially that one. I had a heck of a time. I thought I was going to have to cut the bolt out and find another one. But soaked it with fluid film, so hopefully it won't be bad next time, and hopefully the next time will be quite a while from now. All I got left to do is mark when I put them in and put that piece back on. Hopefully I got this set right, otherwise I gotta do it again. And shove it back in, put the bolts back in, and probably drive it out of the shop. Well, they're all hooked up. I can't get it all the way in, and I don't know why. Trying to find my little flashlight that I always use. Can't find it. Last time it was used was working on the inside of the tractor. It should be in this mess, but it's not. It's not on the bench. Haven't found it anywhere. Well, I never found my light, but I think I found why it's not going in. If I can show you or not. Probably flip around upside down and backwards. On the bottom, got angle iron in the middle, flat strap front, flat strap in the back, and I think the flat strap is hitting trying to go back in. So yay! And Ty just called Becky, and Becky just called me. Lost a freaking wheel off the tedder rake, so she's on her way home. So, get this damn thing back together and try to put a wheel back on. Pretty sure I know what happened. The bolts that hold the wheel assemblies on underneath the baskets, they don't hold up. About every 5 to 8 years, they just decide they're going to break. So I'm not, it's just on one side. I'm 99.9% sure that's what it is. And we're a little after 10 and over 80 degrees. Gotta love it. There's what this one looks like. That's what it's supposed to look like. And I don't know why it's usually this one that breaks off. By the looks of things, this bolt had been broke off probably right here for quite a while because that hole's beat closed enough a bolt won't go through it. And I'm going on a limb and say, if I remember right, they were actually metric, but the closest standard is 9/16. So that's what we have used forever.
How much longer?
Half inch longer. And I'm toying with the idea of, do I try to bore those out to 5/8? Then maybe we won't break any more bolts. And it shouldn't make that casting thin enough to be an issue. Shouldn't. And you guessed it, boring that out to 5/8 just sounds like so much fun. I mean, I can spend the rest of the day tearing the whole damn thing apart and put it in the drill press, or I can do it where I don't have a lot of room and it's all overhead and hope to God it works. Without killing myself, that is. Well, there's a pile of chips. They're both 5/8 holes now. I guess I feel like I've been through 10 rounds with Muhammad Ali. So now I gotta go. I'll use the drill press and drill the plates out. Then hopefully all the holes will line up. Ghosty came in to see me. Red's in here supervising. Got the holes all drilled out. That one had a big chunk missing, so everywhere there's weld, there was nothing. Let's smooth that up and see if all the holes line up. That's my plan anyway. That looks better. I put the front bolt in and back bolt didn't want to quite go, so we got the plates lined up with the hole in the centerpiece and ran a bit through it and put it in. Yeah, I know, coarse thread, fine thread. Fine thread's more or less the length you gotta have. Coarse thread's a little long, and there's actually like maybe a thread left. That's why there's heavy washers on it. Yeah, nice and straight, ain't it? So this is our second one of these Lotus 300 rakes, and we had it before she was born.
And I'll be 27 in August.
So give you an idea. Anyway, it should be ready to go. Oh yeah, and if you notice, custom wheels. We blocked those in because stuff would get on the wheel, and then it would wrap up and take the bearings out. So those were all done back in the day before the wire feed was here. That's all with stick. That's been a long time ago. Stick on thin shit. Anyway, now that it's 90 freaking degrees out.
Fucking forget that. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yep, that's what I figured I was going to get out of her. I don't blame her. I'm not going to go cut either.
I need to.
I found a red spot. I'll bet I got a spot on my arm that matches it. I probably leaned on one of them.
Oh, you did a number down.
Oh, she says I did a number. Dang, don't that look nice sitting out there? That's the one in front of it was fixed. Finished that thing up, the tedder rake. So I got it parked back in the back barn because it's the only roof we can get to. I don't like leaving open stations out if they're home. Because if she gets on it in the morning, I mean, if it's parked outside in the line up here, by the time it's dry enough to go start tedding, the seat's still sopping wet. Excuse me, don't need that. I think we're calling it an early one. The wind was blowing. It can't make up its mind which way. The flag was pointed straight out to the right, which means it was coming out of the southeast. Then it was pointed kind of straight toward me, so it's coming out of the southwest. But sitting up here while it was doing that, I felt the wind coming straight out of the east. So figure that one out. It's like 92 at least right now. And I'm going to go inside. Probably be the end of the video unless something happens. Really, if I was a smart guy, I'd go move irrigation, but it's too damn hot to go out there and do that. I mean, about the only thing I might do is drag the gun back out where it's at and run it again right there, but that's kind of a waste. Need to get it moved up in that hay field since they've been over it once. Kick them back out of it, kick the other cows into the other hay field, and kind of try to work it around. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But anyway, it's way too freaking hot. I'm going to go find the AC. Yeah, y'all knew I didn't put an end on a video for a reason. Looks like this whole group is packed in here. And Cowboys group. They're all out there in the freaking open sun. And it is currently 99 degrees. With bees flying in my face. Oh yeah, all Becky's spraying. She still hasn't got to that yet. Or back behind the big bale barn. I was gonna try to get to that today when I figured I wasn't gonna go cut hay, but it's too hot to do that. So, but I gotta come feed, and she had a Chewy delivery. You know, dog food, cat litter. It's cheaper buying it that way than in the store. Don't have to go get it. So that was all up in front of the house. I just got all that put where it belongs. And now, get these goobers fed. And tomorrow's supposed to be hotter. Did I mention tomorrow's supposed to be hotter? And today was only supposed to be 87 degrees. I think they missed that one by a bit. And we got another hour before we actually hit the hottest part of the day. And tomorrow they're talking about 90 something. I think Becky said 93. So, judging by today, we'll be 105 tomorrow. Not what I need. Probably look at the calendar. It's probably 28 days since the last 105 degree crap we got. So anybody that got bread and got unbread and got bread again might be unbread again. Anyway, hope you all had a great Sunday. Hope everybody has a great Monday, and we will see what tomorrow brings. Oh, and I think Brooke starts her maternity leave tomorrow. The powers that be at work said, you know, you just finished up on a big project. We don't want to have you start on one and then be gone. So, you know, Wyatt still ain't due, but I think he's ready to come out, actually. I haven't seen her in person in, what, a week? But a week ago, he was down in a position, just waiting for the door to open. But on paper, he's not due till the 7th. This is the, what, 28th? 29th, whatever it is. I don't know. I can't, yeah, 29th, I think, is what Timex says. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to finish this and go find the cool spot again.